Welcome to my YouTube channel, Family Drama Files. Please like, share, subscribe for more emotional videos.
I spent 18 hours on a plane because I believed nothing was more important than my sister's wedding. I carried a gift I had saved for months to buy, but the moment I reached the entrance, my parents blocked my path. My mother looked me in the eyes and said, "Only family is allowed. You were never invited." My heart shattered. I turned around and left without saying a word. 3 days later, my phone rang. My mother was crying. The wedding bill was $38,000. Then she asked the one question she never expected me to answer. My name is Victoria. I had lived overseas for nearly 7 years. Work kept me away, but I never stopped loving my family. Every birthday I sent gifts. Every holiday I called. When my younger sister announced her wedding, I booked the first available flight even though the ticket cost almost everything I had saved. I landed exhausted but excited. I bought flowers on the way and carried a carefully wrapped wedding present. I imagined my sister smiling when she saw me. I thought the long journey would be worth every minute. When I arrived at the venue, I saw beautiful decorations and happy guests. Before I could enter, my father stepped in front of me. My mother joined him with a cold expression. She quietly said, "Only invited family members may enter." I smiled because I thought she was joking. I said, "I am family." She replied, "No, you were never invited. Your sister did not want you here. Please leave before you embarrass everyone." Those words felt like a knife through my heart. Guests stared at me while I stood frozen. My sister looked in my direction from inside the hall, but quickly turned away without saying anything. I placed the gift near the entrance and walked back to my taxi. During the ride, I cried harder than I ever had before. I changed my return flight and left the country the next morning. 3 days later, my phone rang. It was my mother. She sounded nervous. "The wedding venue is demanding payment. The final bill is $38,000. We need your help." I stayed silent. She continued, "You always help this family. Send the money today before they take legal action." I finally laughed, not because it was funny, because I realized they only remembered me when they needed something. I calmly said I thought I was not family. "You made that very clear at the wedding entrance." The line went completely silent. A few seconds later, she tried to explain. She claimed there had been confusion and emotions were high. She said my sister never meant to hurt me. I asked one simple question. If I had never received this phone call, would anyone have apologized? She had no answer. I wished them well and ended the conversation. Months passed. My life became peaceful. I focused on my career and surrounded myself with people who truly valued me. One afternoon, I received a handwritten letter from my sister. She admitted she had stayed silent because she feared upsetting our parents. She confessed that excluding me was the biggest mistake of her life. She asked if we could ever rebuild our relationship. I replied with honesty, "Forgiveness is possible. Trust must be earned." That letter became the first honest conversation we had shared in years. Some relationships can heal. Others cannot. But respect must always come before money. That day, I learned a painful truth. Anyone can call your family when they need your wallet. A real family stands beside you when you need love and respect. I did not lose my family at the wedding entrance. They lost someone who would have done anything for them. In the end, I realized that respect is worth more than any invitation, and peace is worth more than any family approval. The people who shut me out on the happiest day of their lives were the same people who remembered me only when they needed money. I walked away with my dignity while they were left to face the consequences of their own choices. Sometimes karma does not arrive with anger. It arrives with silence. The greatest victory is not getting revenge, but building a life so peaceful and successful that those who rejected you can only watch from a distance and regret what they lost forever. Please like and subscribe.